Hey guys, we are into day 4 of our cruise, and we just want to give you a quick, brief, wrap up of what we've done so far, what we've liked so far, maybe something that we didn't like. But anyway,
So we're like Ken said, we're on day 4, and we're on the Princess Discovery. It's Princess's newest cruise ship. It's about a year old, and so far, I'm very pleased with the cruise line, with the ship. The ship is beautiful. Of course, it's a brand new ship, so it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Princess has really elegant looking ships. So I think we have been pleasantly surprised that the food is really good in the dining room. For some reason, I didn't think it would be. The only thing I don't really care for is the buffet. I think they repeat a lot of food over again. We don't really eat at the buffet a lot, but for some reason, we've eaten at it for, I don't know, a couple days. We had, I think, a couple days for lunch. Or I don't know, but anyways, it seems like they repeat the food over again.
And real quick, my biggest complaint with honestly any buffet on any cruise ship, even this beautiful ship, brand new, is just the fact that it never seems to be enough available seating, especially on a sea day, for people wanting to eat in a buffet. You get your food, it'll take 10 minutes to find a seat. That's my biggest problem with any buffet. I'd rather honestly eat in the dining room. I would, the selections, the buffet offers a ton of selections, but me personally, I would give up the selections and eat in the dining room just so I don't have to worry about, where I'm gonna sit. I gotta go get this, gotta go get that, bring it back to the table. The waiters are there. You take your order, they bring you whatever you want. You get taken to a table. So I will always prefer to eat in the dining room. That's just me.
Yeah, but one good thing I can say about the buffet here is that the service on the ship is really good.
Oh yeah, now get this. Like today, for example, Kim ordered an omelet, right? She went to the omelet bar, placed the order. They gave her a stub and said, hey, here's your number. It'll be ready in 15 minutes, right? Now, on other cruises, this is the first time I've ever seen that. Normally, you just wait in line, you get your omelet, you take off. But the thing that was unique about this, the waiter walked by, saw her stub with her number on it, and said, I will go get it for you. That was great. So we sat there. He came right back with it. Here you go. But like Kim said, the service on this ship is very, very good.
It is good. In the buffet, we've never gotten our own drink because as soon as you sit down and they notice you don't have a drink, they ask you, what would you like? And they go and they get it and they bring it back to you.
Yeah.
So we've noticed that the service is really good, and
the service is pretty good.
The food has been good in the dining room. We've eaten at the dining room a couple times. We did eat at a specialty restaurant the first night of the cruise, and it was really good, but it was very, very slow.
The biggest problem with that, it was just slow. I mean, it was slow. Very slow.
Yeah, I think they had one lady that she was the waitress for the entire restaurant.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, yeah.
I didn't see anyone else, any other waiters or anything, just this one lady. So I think they were very understaffed because everyone was sitting around waiting for food for a very long time. But
the food was good. It was well worth the wait, but I mean, it was a wait.
Yeah. Once we got our food, the food was excellent, but it was very slow, like unusually slow. Yeah. Like, yeah, we waited a very long time. But other than that, the entertainment is a little bit on the it's not that good.
Okay. All right. We've seen a magician, which was really, honestly, it wasn't that good. I'm not gonna lie. I try to keep it real. It wasn't that good, right? But it was okay. It was something to watch. That's all I can tell you. And we also saw a Elton John
show.
Yeah. With the guy. He's doing a lot of Elton John songs.
It was like a cover show. Like he was. He
right.
was. Well, he wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. But you know what my biggest problem with people who do Elton John? they never do the songs that I like. You know what I mean? I want to hear Benny and the Jets. I've never saw any performer, any cruise ship, anywhere, anybody who's doing Elton John do Benny and the Jets, and I'm always disappointed with that. But
yeah, but I was telling them they usually do the top hits, the songs that brought them the most, and so he did do the top hits.
Yeah,
and they were good. He did them, but he just wasn't a good Elton. I don't know. He had a good voice, but I don't know.
He wasn't trying to impersonate Elton John. He was just doing his music. But even with that, he, you know,
I mean,
I've seen better.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm probably being a little tough on him because I really like Elton John, but he actually wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the Magician was. No.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That wasn't good. We've seen better magicians on a cruise ship. We understand it's a cruise ship, but we've seen better magicians on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So tonight they have a impersonator, so we're gonna go to see that. We still haven't seen the comedian yet on this ship, so
yeah,
we'll let you know what we think about that.
Yeah, and as far as the ship itself, I mean, there's some things we haven't done yet. We do want to get in a jacuzzi. I know you guys might be thinking, man, are you going to get in a jacuzzi on an Alaska cruise? But hey, people, I mean, the jacuzzis are empty, and there are people who will jump in a jacuzzi, you know, when the ship, when it's available. And surprisingly, as cold as it is in the 50s, mid 50s, high 50s, whatever, people get in a jacuzzi. You know, you could jump in a jacuzzi, get out, put on your robe, your house shoes, whatever, come back to the room. But we haven't done it yet, you know, but we do plan on it. The wife, you know, she's looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then as far as Alaska is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
beautiful.
I mean, it's one of those things that if you've never been to Alaska, you have to go at least once in your life. And I didn't realize it, but this morning when we were doing our scenic glacier viewing, the naturalist, I think that's what you call him, who was narrating it for us, said that Alaska is the most revisited place in the world.
Yeah, most people go to Alaska once, twice, three times.
So most people who have ever been to Alaska have been more than one time.
More than one time, and this is our second time. And like I said, the first time was mind blowing. This trip so far has been great. You know, yeah. Alaska's a beautiful place.
It is.
You know, beautiful people.
And we definitely will be back because there's other ports that this cruise didn't cover, and that's why we went on this cruise as well, because this cruise covered ports that we didn't see the first time.
Right. And
then we still haven't seen all the ports. There's still a couple that we missed on this cruise that it didn't stop there. So we'll definitely be back
to so Alaska. Far, like we said, it's been a great time. You know, I haven't had any real disappointments with anything, food, whatever. It's all been good, you know, except for the wait, you know, in the specialty restaurant that one time was kind of like, wow, it was just extremely long to have to wait to eat.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was worth it, you know.
Yeah.
But overall, hey, so far, we're having a good time.
And our excursion yesterday was really nice in Ketchikan.
Oh yes, yes.
We saw a lumberjack show, and that was fun, you know.
But greatest thing about that, I'll let you say it. I don't mean to interrupt.
The greatest thing about what?
The excursion. The greatest thing about it was after the show, we were taken to I think it was a lodge, but you know, attached to the lodge, they had I don't know if it was a restaurant or more like a what would you say, like a ballroom or something that they put tables in, whatever. But the thing is,
like a banquet room.
Like a banquet room, right? But the thing is, it was an all-you-can-eat crab feast. And I mean, look, I went in there thinking, like, okay, they're gonna give us a few little pieces of crab and, you know, send you on your way after 20 minutes. Okay. No, it was a feast. I mean, they kept bringing crab bodies, legs, and, I mean, over and over
crab
and
legs.
Over again. I had to turn the lady away because I wasn't finished. She's like, hey, more, sir? I said, no.
Well, they didn't really want you to finish. They just wanted to give you more and more and more.
But it was very good. So I would recommend that excursion. If you ever come to Juneau.
Well, that was in Ketchikan.
Ketchikan, I'm sorry. If you ever go to Ketchikan, make sure you do that excursion.
Yeah, the crab feast. It's
Crab
totally
feast.
worth it. You know, it's a little pricey, but it's totally worth it. You have to, if you love crab legs, then you definitely have to do it.
Gotta do it.
It's really good, and they topped it off with some really good cheesecake.
Oh yeah, it was
Blueberry cheesecake. It was so good. The whole meal was good. We were stuffed.
Yeah.
So.
But I will say, hey, if you guys ever, want to go to Alaska, give Princess.
And then today in Juneau was super rainy all day long, and we went out. The ship doesn't leave until 8:30 tonight, so we went and had dinner at one of the recommended restaurants here in Juneau. We had dinner there. It's called the Hangar, and it's like it's a hangar for what it is, it's like it has an airplane theme. Airplane hangar.
And where we were sitting was facing the little river area, and there was a possibility that float planes would be coming back in after tours, but I mean, we missed them. But yeah, you could sit there and watch those float planes land and take off the marina. But the food was amazing.
It was really good.
Amazing.
I had the halibut. It was fish and chips, halibut, and then
I had shrimp with steak fries. But before that, for the starter, we had coconut shrimp.
Oh, that was really good.
Amazing,
Yeah.
But yeah,
all the food was really good. It was very lively. A lot of people there. They looked like a lot of them. I'm sure they were from the cruise ship, but the food was really good. Very good seafood. Very good seafood in Alaska in general. So.
And then Juneau itself, it's where the ship's located. You just walk out, and then you're right there. I mean, you're right on the main streets of Juneau, and there's so many nice shops there. There are a lot of little small eateries, bookstores, clothing stores, fudge stores, candy stores. I mean, there's everything, and it's just nice. It's really quaint and really. It's just nice, it's a nice vibe, but
yeah, so
I would highly recommend it.
So far we're having a really good time. The weather hasn't cooperated really, but that's to be expected. We're in Alaska, and we're at the end of the cruising season for Alaska, and it's even rainier, I think, in September than it is earlier in the season.
Oh, hey, and I did see out on the balcony today, as we were going through this area. What was it called? The glaciers.
Oh yeah, the Endicott Arm, Dawson Glacier.
Yeah, there's an area where the cruise ship goes through very slow, and it was beautiful. You'll see it. We put some footage of that. But I saw a couple of whales. What do you call it? The blowholes. Yeah, I was on the balcony. I'm looking in some binoculars. And I'm like, oh man, blowholes. So it was pretty interesting, very interesting. But I would recommend Alaska, really. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people might say, oh, it's too cold or this or that, but it's worth it, because you know what? You won't see any other place like it. You can go to any, because let's face it, after a while, the islands, to me, start to look the same. They're different, but they look the same. But you won't find a place that looks like Alaska. You won't. You will not. Guaranteed.
That's true. So anyways, we're going to wrap this up, and we still have a few more days of our cruise left, fortunately. Mm-hmm. And I'm
getting sad already, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so yeah, it's
I'm getting sad. I don't want to talk about
about how many days
because believe me, it goes by fast.
It does go by fast, but we're gonna make the most of it. So we will see you in our next video, where we will give you our wrap up of our the next few days.
Yeah, and I mean, we're just being honest with you guys, and trying to share it with you, so
we will, until then, we will talk to you later, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.